Me Grimlock review next, or me mash metal! Hello, it's Moobit here with another new Toy Joy video, and as you can see, this is the new RID version 2 Grimlock, who is 7 shades of awesome sauce. Yes, I am. Anyway, he's brilliant. I love this guy. He's best of the line. There's no denying that. I'm going to keep these videos nice and short and sweet so you can see, but I mean, he's just great. He's proper cartoonified. I really like him. He's just, yeah. I wasn't into the Dinobots at first when I was a kid, but got into them recently, and I do enjoy the Age of Extinction Dinobots for what they are. But this guy's a vast improvement. Quick close-up of him in Dino mode, which we'll all keep him in, as I'm sure. He's got an opening mouth gimmick, as you saw at the start. Hello, me Grimlock. Which is quite cool. Lovely blue eyes, lovely paint job on him. You got the scannery thing right there, which you can use. You scan it into an app, which is like a fighting game on an app on an iPhone and Android. You know, which is kind of cool. It makes sense on this being quite big. Some of them do stick out like a sore thumb though on some of the bots, so you've got to be careful of that. Lovely detail on his legs, coming right down, rather nice. He's got visible Robo Bit syndrome, but you can just make out that's like a, you know, like a dinosaur birthmark or something, I don't know. Very good. His tail on the end is kind of wobbly, but it doesn't really pose. His posability wise, his legs kind of do that, and they kind of do that, and they've got a ratchet there. But it really only really going to get him in that kind of a pose. You can go for, I know Tyrannosaurs are supposed to be these days like that, but it's, you know, it doesn't really, it kind of balances. But to me, he's always going to be back in the G1 days when we fought Tyrannosauruses, move like that. And obviously his hands, they're just on a swivel joint, so they just go up and down, no in and out movement. But he just looks good as he is. I think he's brilliant. No weapons, unfortunately, which is a shame. You'd have thought he'd get an axe or something, but then again, I'm going to be displaying in Dino mode, and you can't have a dinosaur wielding an axe, or can you? In fact, where's Bumblebee's sword? Here we are. Does that fit in? No, it's not fitted in as a peg hole. Looked like it was a peg hole size 5mm, but it's not. Size comparisons then, there he is. His only other wave mate I've got with me at the moment is RID to Bumblebee. Not really much to compare on those guys because, you know, it's a car and a dinosaur. We have got Scorn and the other Dinobots, but I'm not going to put him into dinosaur mode because I can't be bothered. But they're completely different aesthetic anyway, so they won't really fit on the shelf. The colours would match with the bright purples and the bright reds and things, but it's just the different aesthetic wouldn't work, I don't think. But there you go. Let's get this bad boy into robot mode, which is actually quite a good robot mode as well. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Transform! And here is Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior class Grimlock in his robot mode, and it's rather nifty. Even if you prefer the Dino mode, the robot mode is kind of cool and imposing. He's got a lovely little head sculpt right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. There we go. Got the crest going on. There's quite humanoid faces on these, I've noticed, which, okay. But I do like the way the crest sticks out like that. It's kind of cool. He's got some vent detailing on his shoulders. Chest bungs out. There's his little QR code scannery thing for the app fighting game thingy. I do like how they've the way you fold up his tail, it folds up into there, but then they've got a fake tail folded in there so it matches. I do like that, although it would be better if it wasn't hollow so it wouldn't be so obvious. But there you go, it's, you know, it's there. Posability wise, he's got a loose sort of swivel joint there. He's got the full 360 right there. He's got ratchety arms, because they were his legs. His wrists go in a little bit due to transformation, but that's about it. And then usual all-encompassing ball jointed thing in the hips. He's got a swivel right there, and again, not really much at the foot. It can kind of pivot for the wide leg stance, but again, that's due to transformation, and it does. There is a clicky joint, ratchet joint at the bottom, so you're pretty much going to get him standing like that and not really much else. You can put his arms forward if you want, so he looks like Goro from Mortal Kombat, but his arms do normally sit back there. And any G1 fans will know, well, any Grimlock fans really, it's got the traditional head hanging down the back, as you would expect. Not a lot of moulded in detail, because they're going for the Transformers animated, or sort of just cartoony style, which I kind of like. I like it, you know, kind of anime, something a bit different to what we've been getting with the movie line. I do like that. So as comparisons, here he is with his wavemate Bumblebee and his boss, as he seems to be in this show. So there he is. Bumblebee is taller, which to me, Grimlock should be a lot chunkier. I mean, he's chunkier on his chest, I guess, but to me, Grimlock should be kind of towering over him a little bit. But there you go. From a cartoon model aesthetic, they are about the same size, all of them, so okay, fair enough. Here he is with a Prime Bumblebee, just to give you an idea. Just happened to have that in hand from the last review. Pretty much the same as all the Deluxe classes back in the day. Let's see what it's like compared to the Combiner Wars. There he is with Alpha Bravo, and you can see completely different aesthetics, so they don't really belong on shelves together. So if you've got a separate shelf and keep them on, they'll look brilliant all these together, and these will also look brilliant all together, but maybe not mixed up. As you can see, they've got more of an adult collector's kind of aesthetic there, more of a kids stroke anime aesthetic there, but they're both very good ideas, I think. Here he is with a couple of Moobit Dinobots, and you could get away with fitting these guys in, I think. Although, like I say, different aesthetic, the whole movie line and then the cartoony, but the colours do kind of match. So, you know, he could sit on a Moobit shelf if you really wanted him to. And of course, here he is with Blackjack, who is in all of my videos. We're going to get minicons in this line at some point, so that'll give you a kind of idea of the scale that they're going to go for with the minicons as well. Overall, what do I think of Grimlock? He is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I've picked up all the Combiner Wars, all the RIDs, and a few other second-hand bots from various people on the Transformers YouTube community, and Grimlock is the most fun bot I picked up in a long time. He's a lot of fun to transform, he looks great, his Dino mode is kind of cool and cartoony, and it's got a chompy jaw and he goes nom 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 nom, which obviously is always a bonus. And yeah, I like him very much. Highly recommend you pick these guys up. In Sainsbury's at the time of recording, I've been around all the shops and all the supermarkets. In Sainsbury's, they've got these things in for 2 for £20, so definitely pick them up because that means they're £10 each. I'd get Grimlock, and in Wave 1 get Bumblebee. If the offer's still on when Optimus Prime comes out, then definitely get him Prime, because the Prime is quite good as well, but he's not until Wave 2. And until next time, I have been Moobit. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook and all that on the things on your screen right there. I've got a campaign going at the moment. I want to get past 1,000 subscribers so I can apply for a sponsor, so I can keep going at the kind of level that I have been doing for you guys. So please give me any tips you've got for me. Let me know below. Any friends you think might enjoy my geekery videos, then please do let them know. Obviously, you don't have to subscribe. It's just, you know, have a look. And if I deserve it, then that's awesome. If you think I could do things better, let me know below. Any constructive comments are welcome at the moment. And that's it for another new Toy. Next up's either going to be some Amiibos or possibly another Transformers bot, maybe Combiner Wars Powerglide. But until next time, I've been Moobit, you've been you, and I'll see you later. Ta-ra!
I like to move it, bit.